Leader McConnell and Senate Republicans insisted they wanted a solution to the debt ceiling, but said Democrats must raise it alone by going through a drawn-out, convoluted, and risky reconciliation process. That was simply unacceptable to my caucus.
Well, that was Oscar the Grouch. Senator Majority Leader Chuck Schumer's debt ceiling speech caused a very, very funny reaction from Senator Joe Manchin in the background. He's burying his face. Let's take a second look at that. He is just like, come on, guys, you gotta get serious here. So a camera shows Manchin burying his face in his hands after Schumer slammed Republicans over delaying the debt ceiling. Now, a reporter later asked Manchin why he responded this way to Schumer's speech. Here's what he said.
I don't think it was appropriate at this time. We had to talk about that, but he felt charged up, and he and I had good conversations.
Why was it not appropriate?
I just think that basically what we got to do is find the path forward to make sure that we de-weaponize. We have to de-weaponize. You can't be playing politics. None of us can, on both sides, okay? And both sides have been very guilty of this, and the frustration was built up. And I'm sure Chuck's frustration was built up, but that was not a way to take it out.
I happen to agree with him there, and I actually agree with him like 40% of the time, too. Senator Mitch McConnell, though, says he's not going to work with Dems at all on the debt ceiling past December. Joining us now for reaction is political analyst and commentator Benji Irby, as well as national affairs reporter for the National Review, John Funn. Good morning, both of you. Appreciate you joining us. All right, so, Benji, go to you first on this. After after this whole thing happens, there is a significant portion of America that is like, you know what? There is no more getting along. How do you respond, though, now that we have a 50-50 Senate?
Yeah, I think that Joe Manchin, I wouldn't be surprised where, now along with Vernon Jones and Jeff Van Drew and Jim Justice and now Andrew Yang would probably just leave the Democrat Party altogether and possibly come to the Republicans or be independent. The Democrats have totally gone off the rails. You'd think they are controlling everything. They have the presidency, they have the Senate, and they have the House. You'd think they'd be happy. These people are absolutely miserable. They lied, they cheated, they stole, they did what they had to do to win. So you'd think they'd be happy. They're actually totally miserable. And I really feel bad for Joe Manchin, even Kristen Sinema, after she was harassed in the bathroom, and their own president, the leader of their party, wasn't even any type of way feeling any type of remorse or sympathy toward them. They're just totally miserable, unfortunately, but that's the Democrat way.
Yeah, and John, how do you respond to Joe Manchin's not only face and palms, but also his response?
Look, the Senate has obviously declined from the days when it was the world's greatest debating society. It's now become a battering ram against American traditions and the Constitution. But the Constitution provides a solution for this. We have a midterm election coming up in a year. I believe the Democrats will lose control of the Senate, and they will have lost control of the Senate precisely because of things like this.
You make a compelling argument there. I can't agree with you, or I can't disagree with you. So after all this stuff, the cancel culture, okay? The cancel culture in Capitol Hill, the cancel culture everywhere. They tried to cancel me at one point. It's now hitting comedian Dave Chapelle, only it's really not hitting him. He sided with J.K. Rowling over basically saying if you're born a dude, you're a dude. If you're born a chick, you're a chick. And, Dave Chapelle was like, what backlash? Screw everybody else. I'm on stage, and now I'm number 4 on Netflix because of it. Is this what being canceled is like? I'm in. Benji, what do you say?
It's good to see that it's crazy that now even him just telling the truth is now like this big, thing now. We all know that men are men, women are women. There's nothing wrong if you like to be trans or whatever. That's your business. But it just doesn't make any sense that we're now going to take away and degrade and devalue the womanhood of women. Women birth us. They are literally the birthers of our species. So to take that away from women and try to, give that to these trans women, and you have trans women being angry and saying they're better somehow than women. There are trans women now saying they're more beautiful than actual women. It's absolutely crazy. Someone has to stand up for women and girls. So, thank God for J.K. Rowling and for Dave Chapelle not being afraid to stand up. There are many other people who feel this way. They're just, thank God, standing up and actually saying something about it.
Yeah, and Benji, you've been very active in the commenting. You've nationally featured on HBO series talking with the transgender movement, with the gay movement in America and stuff like that. And I couldn't agree with you more on this. it's unbelievable that they're trying to dehumanize that single sense of womanhood for people. And John, I got to ask you here, Dave Chapelle, he's a very influential comedian. I mean, this guy is probably one of the best known comedians of our time. He has just said, I'm going to make it polite for TV, but, screw all these other media networks and screw Twitter and screw these and all this stuff. And he's like, I'm going to talk to you now. And if this is what's being canceled is like, I love it because I'm surging right now.
This is not about the rights of trans people. This is about reality. Can you discuss something in terms that reflect reality? The Victoria and Albert Museum, the finest design museum in the world in London, is having an exhibition on menstruation, whatever.
Wait. Did I hear that right?
In the catalog and in the exhibit, there's one word that is never mentioned. The word is woman. The catalog and the exhibit refer to the people they are describing and showing as bodies with vaginas. I don't know anything that is more coarse, more dehumanizing than calling a woman a body with a vagina. This is ridiculous. Andrew Sullivan, a noted liberal, and you've read his stuff, Carl.
Yeah.
Go to Substack, read his essay on this whole Chapelle, J.K. Rowling issue. It will stir your blood and make you want to cheer because we are finally fighting back and we have some liberals on our side who are reality-based.
Yeah. Benji, I got about 20 seconds left. How do we get back to normal here?
We just have to stand up and keep telling the truth, and I think more people should just not be afraid to do that. I mean, he's not saying anything that we don't all already know. Just everybody's so afraid of the mob, but I think that we've gone so far left that we're having like a rubber band moment and where everything is snapping back. So I think this is a good thing. We're taking little by little. People are just sick of the crap already.
Yeah. Well, Benji Irby, John Fund, we appreciate you weighing in on the party of science, telling us that men can menstruate. Have a great day, guys.